Hello everybody, my name is Christian Quick, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about axes! Alright, so, let's get into it. So, the very basic of it is, we already have most of this stuff done, but let's go ahead and let's call this a Prismarine axe. And then we're going to do it again, Prismarine axe. Now, I can spell Prismarine a lot better than I can spell amethyst. That was a really difficult one. For this, the tool type is going to be an axe item. I will show something at the end of the video, so we're not going to make a special one like this, but I got something special at the end of the video for it. So, for the amethyst, we're going to make a brand new one. Control C, Control V, then change your apostrophe, or your semicolon, into a comma, and then rename your amethyst into Prismarine. The mining level, comparing it to amethyst, we keep it the same. Item durability, I can just, let's double it, like that. Alright, mining speed. This comes from underwater, so we could probably say it's a little slower. And then the attack damage, the base attack damage, we had talked about this in the past. I'm always generally gonna mark this at 0. And then we'll put this at 0. And then 30, 30. So, with the attack damage, so if I wanted this to be 11, there is a base 1. So I would have to add, if I want this to be 11, I have to add, it's got a base 1, so I have to add 1 to whatever I want. So if I say 10, and since there's a base 1, it'll be 11. So for the for here, let's call the Prismarine, and then for the attack damage, let's say I want the attack damage to be, let's say 9. So I would need 8. There's a base plus 1, and then the base for your attack speed is 4. So if I said I put this at 0F, then it's going to have a speed of 4, which is really, really high. So let's actually do minus, let's say minus 3.0F. So this should be a speed of, no, let's do minus 1. And so the attack speed will then be like 3. This is massively high. This should be minus 1, or actually no, minus 0.5 F. There we go. Alright, and then so for the axe item, that is practically it. We need to add all of the fancy stuff. So we got the Prismarine axe. We already made the material, so for our data gen, we need our model provider. We're going to do Control D, and we're going to add it again here, Prismarine axe. Don't forget to run your data before going through. For your lang file, it is an item, so we're going to do this. It's going to be a Prismarine axe, and then in here, Prismarine, and then over here, axe. And then it already makes the models, the textures, and all that kind of stuff. We are going to need to make a recipe, so let's pull that up in our thing. We are going to be using, let's say, the shards. So let's say I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. Got to get some sticks. Stick. We are using more than one, so it would be sticks, but axe. Let's just throw the iron one in there, and then we'll just copy. Just copy this, Control C. And then we're going to go into our data recipes, and then we are going to make a new, new file, and we're going to call this Prismarine x.json, and then we're going to paste it. And then these are fine. We just need to change the name to HMH3 Prismarine. Alright, and then the only thing after that we need to change or add should be so we got the advancement recipe, and then we're just going to add this, and we're going to call this the Prismarine axe. Simple and easy as that. So for here, Minecraft Amethyst shard, we need to turn this into a Prismarine shard. And then we need to change the two names from HMH3 to Prismarine axe, and the last one down here, Prismarine axe. All right, and then that right there should be everything. So, with that in mind, let's make a texture. Hello, it's me, your editor. I decided to use Prismarine, and if you didn't know, Prismarine is my personal and absolute favorite block in Minecraft. I just like how it has that subtle animation. My favorite color is blue. I am going to talk about animations in a future video when we get to the color chapter. Animations are really difficult because you have to make an individual texture for every frame that's being animated. So it's really difficult, or it's not difficult, it's just very time consuming because you're making each and every individual frame in an MC meta file. But beyond that, I also have an example to mimic, quotes, mimic animation. That's going to be in the special part after we get all this working. But for now, I just kind of wanted to just mention that. But hopefully you guys are liking the series so far. But before I get off track, let's get back into the video. All right, well, you missed it, but I had Prismarine in my inventory, so you guys aren't going to be able to see that I got the recipe, but it does work. I did see it. So let us get some Prismarine shards, some sticks. Oh, not beating sticks. And then let's grab ourselves the crafting table. We can actually reference this. You can still tell if it worked if I look up something that I've never made before and saw how it like popped up, did a little icon, so it's a new one. I can click on it, craft it, and then here we have our axe, and it's got its own little durability and everything. It's got an attack speed of 3, attack damage 9. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then let's, now that it's in here, it's got all the cool things that you would normally expect. But let's add one more thing to just make this a little bit cooler. All right. Now that we're back in the code, this is going to require actually a new folder, package, util, and then we are going to make a new Java class called mod registries. And then I'm going to need to call public static void, because we're not returning anything. And we're going to need to, let's call this our mod strippables. We're going to need to do this, and then go here. So now, we're going to need a, the strippable, strippable block registry dot register, and then we're going to need to add some blocks that are for it. So let's do blocks dot, and then let's use the ochre froglight, and then blocks dot, let's say pearlescent, and then let's control D. Let's have pearlescent turn into verdant, and then let's have verdant turn into the ochre. Now this is not being used, and this gets used down here if we use the mod registries dot register mod strippables. Now that's it, so just reload your game, and then let's see what happens. Alright, here we are in our beautiful world again. All we need is a Froglight. It doesn't matter which one, but if we now take an axe to this, and we click on it, we have we have our light show. So that also works with any axe, because the registry works with the strippables. So that now is something that lives in the game forever. And the reason I chose the Froglight is because, one, it has to be, these have to be pillar blocks for you to do this, because it has to match the axis. And two, because there is changing colors in both Prismarine and Froglights, I figured that this was the perfect thing to do for this video. So that is going to be it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado,